The Brandy Alexander, a wonderful classic cocktail that can help you with that sweet tooth of yours. Welcome to the Cocktail Spirit from Small Screen Network. I'm your host, Robert Hess. If you talk to your normal craft bartender that really wants to make serious drinks, they'll often get a little bit perturbed when someone comes in and orders a chocolate martini. For one thing, there is no such thing as a real chocolate martini because a martini is gin, vermouth, and orange bitters. No chocolate to be had whatsoever. The other aspect is usually the people asking for it are just wanting some sweet, frilly drink. They'd be probably much happier with just a scoop of chocolate ice cream instead. However, Chris McMillan, a good friend of mine down in New Orleans and a famed bartender down there, he claims that he uses the Brandy Alexander quite famously for making chocolate martinis with, or when people ask for chocolate martini, and might even be the original version of what a chocolate martini in concept and flavor was. Let me show you how to make it. We're going to start with 1.5 ounces of cognac. Yeah, it's called a Brandy Alexander. I suppose you can call it Cognac Alexander, but brandy, cognac, essentially the same thing. The main difference is cognac comes from a particular region of France, and if it's not from that region of France, it can't be called cognac. Instead, it's called brandy. And to that, we add 1 ounce of cream. I didn't say this was a diet drink. And then 1 ounce of crème de cacao. Now you can use either brown crème de cacao or white crème de cacao. I'm using brown just to again play off that notion of chocolate martini. The flavor is essentially the same. There actually is a slight difference between the way they make brown crème de cacao and white. It's not just brown food coloring. And the flavor is, if you really pay a lot of attention to it, you can notice a difference. But for all intents and purposes, they're interchangeable. Now to that, we're going to add some ice. Obviously, this drink's not going to be clear no matter what I do to it, so we're going to shake it. And with the cream there, shaking it rather hard is going to help froth it up a little bit and add some really wonderful mouthfeel. And give you a good workout at the same time. So we're going to strain that into our glass, and I'm going to kind of pull back on the strainer just so that I don't hold back any of the foam. As much foam as possible gets into it to add just more creamy froth to it. Now, as an extra touch, I'm going to garnish with some grated nutmeg. And there we have a Brandy Alexander.